Good morning everyone. I am here with demonstrating the one of the experiment, that is Fermi energy of a conductor. In this experiment we are going to determine the Fermi energy of a conductor. The given wire or given conductor is copper, so whose length and dimensions they are given. I will explain it in later. Next is, what is Fermi energy? This is the first question which arises in our mind. So what is basically the Fermi energy and what is its importance? So the Fermi energy is the energy of highest occupied level of electron in the metal at absolute 0 Kelvin. This is the definition. So it is the highest occupied energy of electron at 0 Kelvin, and its importance is always there to determine in the various factors which are very much relevant for the conduction of metal. So it is an important factor for conductor to know its conductivity related information. This is the importance. For this importance only we are going to conduct this particular experiment. What is the principle and method of conduction of this particular experiment? The principle is very simple. We have to measuring the voltage across the conductor by supplying the constant current. So next is similar measurement can be done at various temperature by allowing the conductor to cool, and calculating the resistance at various temperature using Ohm's law. And Ohm's law is nothing but R is equals to V by I. Next is temperature coefficient of resistivity we will calculate by plotting the graph, and upon that we have to find the slope. Slope stands for R by T, means temperature coefficient of resistivity of metal. The graph will be resistivity versus temperature, resistance versus temperature, and upon that take the right angle triangle for the straight line and finding the slope. Slope stands for temperature coefficient of resistance of the metal. Next is, what are the operators required to conduct this particular experiment? Operators required are specimen, that is nothing but a conductor which is nothing but a copper wire whose length and dimensions are I will explain in the later. And beaker is required to take the hot water. And next is thermometer is required to record the temperature of metal, and electric stove is required for warming the water. Next, circuit unit which should be contains constant current source, milliammeter and millivoltmeter. These are the required operators to conduct this particular experiment. Next is the formula. The formula of Fermi energy of conductor is EF is equals to 1.36 into 10 raised to minus 15 under root rho A m by L. This is order of joules. We will explain the expression electron volt by taking the charge of electron for the factor, where rho is the density of copper, that is in kg per meter cube, and which is equals to 8930 kg per meter cube, and area of the cross section of wire, that is in meter square, which is equals to 1.61 into 10 raised to power minus 7 meter square. This is also given factor. Length of the wire, that is L is length of the wire, and it is equals to 3.6 meters. M is the slope of the graph that we need to be plot and then find the value of M. Next is, this is the circuit diagram. The circuit diagram, you can see that there is a constant current source, that current which passes through the milliammeter and which goes to the a specimen wire which is copper, which exists in the hot water, and then it is once again back to the constant current source. Across the wire of conductor we are measuring the potential difference, because we should calculate the resistance of metal by using the Ohm's law. Next is circuit connections. In the circuit connection we can find the various elements, how can we connect, and by using the external patch cards. So this is the assembly. This is the assembly, which is the large test tube, which is inside the test tube. We just inserted the copper wire of length 3.6 meters with one of the hole in the rubber cork, and in another hole of rubber cork which we have inserted the thermometer to record the temperature of the metal or temperature of this particular coil. Next is, we can see that this will be having, which shows some temperature exists in this particular thermometer. It is 50, 60, 70, 80, like that. We can record the temperature by using the thermometer. The circuit will be like this. This is the circuit, which contains milliammeter and millivoltmeter, whose terminals are positive and negative, which is available in this particular display unit. Next is the lower portion of the circuit, which has the constant current source, milliammeter and voltmeter region, and metal wire region which is there, and we need to connect by using the external patch cards. The first is, we should connect the connection, that is A to B, because there is no line between the A to B ends, so we have to connect by external patch cards. So first we should connect external patch card A to B to create the path for the current. Next is the milliammeter, which is above in the circuit, and the circuit element will be having the positive and negative. Should connect positive to negative, negative to positive across the milliammeter region in the circuit unit. You have to connect the available milliammeter in the upper part of the circuit. Next is the metal. So the voltmeter should be connected, across which the voltmeter is connected. Next is a wire which is used for connecting the metal coil. So this is the connection, the two wires of the conductor which is connected across the millivoltmeter, and this is the simple circuit. So you can see in the next slide what will be the conduction method. So I will take a wire, and you can see this is A to B, there is no line. We need a connection from A to B, A to B. A to B, and next is milliammeter. Next is millivoltmeter. Millivoltmeter. Okay, this is the circuit connection. Then you take the coil and connect whose terminal to the circuit. And then take the hot water. So insert this test tube into the hot water. Wait for few minutes by carefully observing the thermometer reading. So the thermometer is initially starts to rising. One particular instant of time, the thermometer will shows the stable reading. Then upon that, it starts to decrease. Once it starts to decrease, you can assume the temperature of the metal is supposed to be decreasing. So while in the decreasing stage, you have to take the readings of. So with reference to the temperature, you need to record the respective ammeter reading and voltmeter reading. Ammeter reading and voltmeter reading. So first, initially, you can see the tabular column. In the tabular column, this is the temperature reading, and that is with reference to the temperature only we are recording the current and voltage. Upon that, we are calculating the resistance of the metallic wire. So the temperature should be expressed in Kelvin. by adding 273 degree. And next is a constant current. This is constant current. So once you are recording the current and voltage for 64 degree, so during the stage of decrement in the temperature, once you record the current at 64 degree, you record both current and voltage. Upon that, wait for few minutes, and the temperature is start to decrease, and once the temperature is appears in the thermometer is 62 degree, only note down the voltage, because we are using the constant current source. No need of recording again and again current reading for different values of temperatures. And parallelly calculate the resistance and write at least 3 decimal points in the tabular column. This is about the tabulation of the reading. So I have explained in the previous slide how to record the readings. The recorded reading which is entered in this particular tabular column. You can see the temperature is varies from 64 to 50 degree. Parallelly we have the values of current and voltage. So we can see that the current is constant, that is 46. However, in the experiment it varies 1 or 2 decimal points, but we should not consider because we are using the constant current source for the conduction of this particular experiment. Hence we took only the voltage for various temperatures. So that is for the calculation. We calculated the resistance of metal by using the relation, that is Ohm's law, R is equals to V by I ohms. So finally we plotted the graph resistance versus temperature. So the resistance along the y-axis, temperature along the x-axis by using the scale. X-axis 1 cm is equal to 2 Kelvin, y-axis is equal to 1 cm is equal to 0.02 ohms. So we can get the fine straight line, and in order to calculating the slope, we have make the right angle triangle for the particular straight line. And the slope of the straight line is y by x is equals to AB by BC. AB value is 3 into 0.02, BC is 3 into 2, which is equals to 1 into 10 raised to power 3. This will be the slope of the graph. Oftenly we can call this as the temperature coefficient of resistivity of metal. And all the values we have to substitute into the main formula of Fermi energy. The substituted form will be like this: EF is equals to 1.36 into 10 raised to power minus 10 into under root 8930 into 1.67 into 10 raised to power minus 7 into 1 into 10 raised to power minus 3 divided by 3.6. This is our, if you substitute all the values, the equation will be of the form. Next is the obtained value of this particular equation is, that is EF is equals to 8.59 into 10 raised to power minus 19 joules. Next is we can express this particular energy into an electron volt by just dividing the charge of electron, that is here EF is equals to 8.59 into 10 raised to power minus 19, that divided by 1.602 into 10 raised to power minus 19. So then the obtained value will be in the electron volt, that is equals to EF is equals to 5.37 electron volt. So this value is the experimentally obtained value in our experiment, but actually the value of Fermi energy at normal condition for copper is 7 electron volt. This variation, this is the actual value and this will be the obtained value. There is a difference between the actual value and obtained value because some experimental errors are there in conduction and some errors are there in plotting of the graph, hence we are getting the lesser value. However, this value is acceptable in the range, hence this will be the answer for this particular experiment. Thank you very much.